What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trash Pumpkin Trading Cards. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I'm Trash Pumpkin, and today we're going to be diving into our Trash Pick Thursdays, which is about Surging Sparks. Check out this video, let me know what you think, and we'll get into it. Hey, what's going on? So we're going to be talking about, for our Trash Pick Thursdays, about Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks was one of the most hyped up sets that came out in recent months, where you had the chase card, the Pikachu EX, going for an astronomical amount of money, $400, $450, $500 raw, over $1,000 in a PSA 10. And we're going to look at how that market is transcending, especially with all the new tariffs and all the new taxes that's going on in America. How is this affecting this specific set in the market? So the first thing that we're going to look at is the sealed product, and just to kind of see where that's on the downtrend or the uptrend. So we're going to click on the Surging Sparks booster box, and as we see right now, Surging Sparks booster box actually kind of been on the uptrend, where you have spikes all the way up to 264, kind of a little bit of market retracement, and then we're coming back up to 254 right now, but you do have a nice steady uptrend on the market trend line right here. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am just pointing out what I seem to observe in the market, and we're currently up 9% on a booster box. Now, with that being said, is the booster box worth $250? Well, again, you do have that chase card that everybody's looking for, which is your Pikachu EX. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. And this card right here. Okay, so market price is $360, listings are $235. Let's check this out. Well, this card is actually on a supremely big downtrend, like thinking hardcore. We have near mint Japanese at $235, and the cheapest near mint English or lightly played English is $321.80, and a near mint at $325. So big difference between that $350 market price, but we are on the downtrend for the market. So it kind of puts it into perspective when the box might be hard to find, not hard to find, but the cards themselves, your pull ratios for Surging Sparks are not that strong. So you do have a drop off in price because you have the Latias EX, which this card is also on a massive downtrend, right? So we're down 17% and it's still on the downtrend. We have light play at 196, and then a near mint from unregistered seller at 200, and then we have a lightly paid here at 201. So the near mint from a top seller, 204.88, but again, we are on that downtrend in the market for this. So what does that mean? Well, when you have a box at $250 and your chase cards, $360, or what we saw was $325, everybody's going to be chasing this card. But if you're just looking for overall value, you have a $360 card market price, which we know is high. We have a $204 market price, which is actually pretty accurate for the Latias, but it's still on a downtrend. And then you have the Melituck EX, which is at 129. Let's check this out. This one's also on a downtrend. Not as bad. It's only down 6%. But again, you have a near mint Japanese at 89. And then we have near mint at 115, 119, 115 here, 124 here. So we are on that downtrend here for the Melodic as well, which again is fine. Like, we're okay with the downtrend as the market proceeds to stabilize. But again, when we're looking at the overall price of the cards and you look in comparison, like you have one card here at 129, and then you have I wouldn't say a massive drop off, but you have the Pikachu EX Hyper Rare. This used to be a $200 card, and now we're at $84. So again, we're up 136 over here, and now we're down 32% to current day at $84.99. We have near mints at $79, so it's still downtrending here, which is, again, it's not devaluing the set. It's just showing how printing has affected the overall market price as the market begins to stabilize. And again, you're only guaranteed, 1 to 2 special illustration rares, if that, per box. And even then, I've seen people not pull special illustration rare. But for the overall price, you do have a $26 special illustration rare. So if you pull, Durant EX, and that's your special illustration rare, you're not going to get back that price point of the box at $254 plus shipping and handling that you're going to have on that price point, which again is fine if you're not doing this for value and you're just doing it to get some really cool cards. There are some really pretty full arts and illustration rares in the set, but what I'll always recommend to somebody is if you just want to get the cards, I highly encourage you to just get the cards. Now, what does that mean for the price of cards that are graded? So again, we use eBay to comp all of our major price points. I don't know why my computer is doing this, but we use eBay to capture all of our recent price points. So I did some research, right? And so you have recent sales for the Pikachu at 888. And, I thought like this was a drop off in comparison, but in reality, it's only been like a $200 gap. And I say that like it's nothing, but in the trading card market, that 888 price point has been relatively standard for the month of April. And I mean, you had some that shot up to 1,000 here on the 2nd, and then you had 939, then you had a 900 here. I mean, you had one that sold, I think, for like 750 that came from the United Kingdom, 765, sorry. So, and on March 30th. So you do have that, $800 to $900 range on a pretty consistent basis, where, a couple months prior it was $1,200, $1,500. So, and here you have one that's over 1,000 on the 22nd, and then you have some market stabilization here, 950. So again, this is just highlighting how the market's kind of like starting to stabilize for these cards. But at the same time, if you can get a raw card for $325, it's in really, really good shape. Your centering is good, your edge wear is good, and all that's good. You can then turn it into that $900 card. But grading through PSA, just keep in mind that that price point for the grades has gone up for TCGs, and the specialty grading for cards over a certain price point are also going to go up. So just to keep that in mind. But that is our take on your surging sparks and like where that is going in the near future, right? So again, the other card that we can look at is the Latias CX real quick. So again, you have a $200 card. You have PSA 10 that just sold $494. You have the Japanese version for $165. You have 510, $459, 480, $405. So you do have that market fluctuation, but this one's a little bit more controlled. It seems to be within the $100 range versus the $200 range, which just is better. But you have 429, which is really dope. You have the whole sequential AR from Japanese. That's really cool. That looks really pretty. So Japanese is significantly cheaper than English. Same card, just again, some people prefer English. I believe that the SAR from the Japanese set is prettier and does have better quality of artwork. It's my opinion. That's all I'm saying. And so again, if you want to add two very, very nice cards to your collection that are for half a price or for a third of the price, Japanese is going to be the way to go. But again, with the new tariffs, that may not be the case. Just, food for thought. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, just me looking at a collection point for my personal, where I can get a PSA 10 for 161 versus 415. 161 is a great price point. 415, not so much, because that's a lot of money. So again, if you're new to the collection set, it's even more money. But once you start realizing that there are cards in Pokemon that go for an astronomical amount, 450 isn't all that bad. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for checking out Trash Pumpkin Trading Cards and our deep dive into Surging Sparks and what the current market price for the Surging Sparks is and how the cards are on the downtrend. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and join us as we continue our goals to monetization and continue to grow the channel and build the Trash family. Check out the Discord in our YouTube description if you guys want to join the Trash family there as well. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Deuces, y'all.